Guys, Farhan Zaidi actually made a move. The Giants have signed Carlos Correa to a 13-year, $350 million deal. And Carlos Correa, young shortstop, 28 years old, and he'll be with the Giants for 13 years unless there's opt-outs and everything. But I think this is a great deal for the Giants and for Correa. We finally made a splash. Tried to go after Judge, couldn't do that, and now we get Correa. He'll be in a Giants uniform. That's weird to say. I never really expected him to be in a Giants uniform, but the Giants have just signed him, and so we're going to go over the terms and conditions and Correa stats in this video. So make sure to subscribe and like if you do end up enjoying. So let's hop right into it. Okay, to start off, I'm going to go over the positives with Carlos Correa. He's a young shortstop, has great defense. He's been in the league for a while. He had an 834 OPS, and he stayed clutch throughout his whole career. He has playoff experience, and we know what he can do. Obviously, he has that Astros 2017 burden over him, but other than that, a 291 average last year, it proves that he can still be elite even without the cheating. And he had 22 home runs, so he does have power. And with a 5.4 WAR, I think this will really help the Giants' defense, as long with the offense, obviously. But I think that this long-term deal, though, to go on the negative side, he's 28. In 13 years, he'll be around 40, 41 years old, and he's obviously not going to be what he is right now. And so I think going 13 years is going to end up being a little bit costly for the Giants. I think that 10 years would have been just fine, ended at 38, but 13 I feel like kind of pushes it. So that's my only downside. His OPS plus is 140. The average MLB player is 100, so he's 40% better than the average MLB player, which is just shows of how good he is. And his career throughout his career, his home runs, 155 home runs. His OPS plus is 129. He started in the league in 2015 and stayed with the Astros until last year. Giants got him from the Twins, not in a trade, but in free agent, obviously. But I think $350 million, it's a little much, but 13 years we're getting out of him, so it is a fair deal. Brandon Crawford is in his last year this year. I doubt the Giants will go any further with him, and Correa can fill in that gap that we're going to be missing with Crawford. And also we got young guys like VR who can learn from him. Longoria left the Giants, and so we can also fill that spot with Correa. And just a lot of guys I feel like this team will actually work out. The Giants, we've been making a bunch of moves. They're not a bunch, but some moves here and there, and they just really haven't caught my eye. And then this one, right as I'm going to bed, and we get this notification, and you just got to do a video about it. Because Carlos Correa, 13 years, it's going to be interesting of how we do. Hopefully we can get a championship within these 13 years with having Correa. That'd be huge, and that's the end goal. But $350 million for 13 years, it's obviously risky, but I think that in these first at least 5 will be solid with Correa. Having him out there, he doesn't have much injury history and has been playing almost every day. In 2022, he played in a lot of games, had a lot of at-bats, and was doing really good for the Twins. So I think this is a great signing overall for the Giants. We finally made a splash, and so that will do it for today's video. Make sure to subscribe and like, and I'll see you next time for a new SF Giants recap video.